right, well, let's get this fun and excitement going. Mr. Future Talent, how you doing? Billy D, what is going down? Ooh, well, that's the wrong screen, isn't it? There we go. There we go. What do you guys got going down for the day so far? Alright, so I got started on the featured yesterday, and then I ate. So normally when I'm doing the featured, I'll try to get all the 6 stars run before doing anything else. But I was hungry, and so I took about an hour or so, ate lunch. So there was about a gap in between the first 6 stars that I was running, and then the last few when they were coming off cooldown last night. So I didn't run them all last night, but we'll get the 6 stars going now, and we might. So I'll probably have to do a little bit with the 6 stars again this evening. Normally, the third run now would be enough for the featured to be completely done, but we'll have to do a little bit more. A little bit more, but that's quite okay. So let's get her underway. Let's get the party started. Okay. You know what? Let's do that. Because Cap IW with a Cosmic on the team, that is going to give us an armor break, so that will make Emma not too much of an issue whatsoever. Not too much of an issue. Oh crap, I just realized I need to be I was working on Mutant Combat. I was almost done. I think I got done, but let me take a quick look to make sure I got that done before we get the arenas going. Although I think I would only need like 1 or 2 fights anyways to get all the milestones for it. If the game wants to move along here. Okay. Oh right, so now she's not gonna let me parry her. Really, eh? Alright, I see you. I see how you wanna bite. So we're not gonna get an armor break anyways. Okay, well, that was kind of pointless for using Cap IW for her, but hey, still got her done. Got her done indeed. Oh. And I changed my prediction for the 5-star Spidey 2099. I think yesterday I had it at 18 million, and then I was looking at the arena history. So there haven't been many champions that have gone much beyond 20 million as a 5-star in the basic, but I think low 20s would be sufficient, but I just changed the prediction to be mid 20s. Because for the most part, I usually overshoot the prediction by a little bit, so I did make that change to reflect that. Yeah, I think 18 you probably, it'd be close, but I think you'd miss with 18. I think 24 you'd probably be 450 to 490ish maybe. But we will see on Monday. Monday. Oh, and I also need to be on the lookout to see if we're going to get a class advancement during this level up. I'm running out of champions to rank and level up, so I got to start doing it only when there's a level up going. I think the only other so I need to do a 6-star because I've got T5B in overflow. I don't have T2A in overflow, but I'm almost maxed out on T2A. But I think if there's a level up and a skill advancement at the same time, I'll take Moman to rank 3. Outside of that, it don't really have any need for him at rank 3. We've already got one on defense, so he wouldn't go there. I'm not needing him for AQ. My season war lane I wouldn't use him for. So, but he's a decent champion. I do use him here and there. I was definitely going to take him to rank 3 before I changed my AQ team. Once I settled on my AQ team, I realized I wasn't going to use him. Actually, I think I only used him day 1. No, maybe the first 2 days that we were running map 8. And then I started messing around with the team. I had Apocalypse, I think, all along. Cable. I wasn't using Cable right away, and I really didn't want to use King Groot, but I settled on King Groot, and he's done quite well for it. So, yeah, King Groot and Cable went to rank 3 specifically for running map 8. If not for that, neither of them would be. Well, King Groot wouldn't have even gone to rank 2, and Cable would still be at rank 2. See something here. All right, good. Just want to see this playback of the music if it's getting the static that I'm getting. It's not. It's in and out. Okay. Quickest way probably. Well, we won't be knocking him down. But then Brie Larson would be poison immune, so no point using Diablo against her. I'm not applying any poisons here anyways. Now we got one, when it doesn't matter, after he's gone immune. Boy, this must be a high... no, not that high of SIG, actually. There we go. There we go, there we go. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't too sure if I was going to catch him there. Okay. Dread, how you doing? How's your Friday coming along? Supersonic? What is shakalackin'? Ooh, yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah. What you guys got going down? R1P2 back up to 40 revives. Okay. So do you just auto fight it for the most part? Or are you in there manually doing each fight? it the other day. I think there was a path with a revive and an energy fill, and then another path with a revive. No, there were 2 revives on one reset, and then there's another reset where there was a path with a energy refill and revive, which, not bad. Not bad at all. I still do 5-3-6 a fair bit. If there's a class combat on, and it's like finish with a special 2, I'll do 5-3-6. If there's a class combat and it's like a light or a medium or something, then I'll just auto fight 3-2-6. Yeah, R1P2, yeah. Doing variant 1, it's long as hell. No, I don't know why people ignore it. Yeah, it's long, and it's also it's annoying because you're limited to the classes you can take for each chapter as well. So I mixed it up with 5-3-6 to get the 2 energy refills, and then I switched to okay. Ooh, no. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? No, not really. But Archangel should be fine for mags. Should be fine. So how many revives are you aiming for before you get into the next path of Abyss? And of course, yesterday during the stream, I was saying that I hadn't used items in a long time for AQ. I'd already started AQ prior to starting the stream. I think I'd done 2 fights. And then after the stream, I went in to do, I think I was at full energy, so I went in to do like 3 or 4 fights, and I used items. It's like right after saying I haven't used items in a long time there. I should have known better than to say anything. The heroes variant is worst because you're stuck using heroes in certain classes. Yeah, I didn't mind that one too bad, or too much. I don't even remember who I used really for it though. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember who I used for that one. I remember for the villain one, who I used. But the hero one, not really. I think maybe I might have used Domino a bit. Oh, yeah, okay. No, yeah. So, like, I probably used Domino. I used Cap IW and I-Hulk. Yeah, because it would have depended on the classes, right? Yeah, so that was very different each quest I was using. Path 3 looks a lot easier. I think, yeah, it was Path 5 was the worst one for me. And that was only because of the screw up with Sakura. Outside of that, Path 5 would have actually been not too bad at all. But I found the biggest thing, I don't think there was any fight that the Red Skull was a bit, in a technical in a technical sense, the Red Skull fight was a bit difficult just because you could only really do damage when he was at 2 bars of power. If you're good at evading his L2, it's irrelevant. Which is funny, so I've got Red Skull on my path for AQ, so I'm quite familiar with his L2 now, but when I was doing the Abyss, not so much, so I was really trying not to get him to or to leave him at his L2. I think if I were to do that now, yeah, I'd be pushing him to his L2 all the time. 4 is supposed to be the hardest, so Path 4 was my last path, and Path 5 was my 4th path. But yeah, I didn't find Path 4. So yeah, Path 4 was probably difficult, but I was comparing it to Path 5, and it wasn't that Path 5 was difficult. It's just that I screwed up on Sakura, and so it took a long damn time and it took a lot of resources. So like for me, comparing those two to each other, Path 4 seemed like a cakewalk. And also, when I did Path 5, I shouldn't have done it. I was not feeling like doing it at all. I'm going to do 4 last. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. So the reason I did that, I think that's when Void was... There was something that was bugged. I don't remember if it was Void... Or maybe it was Petrified. There was something that was bugged. And so that's why I switched the order that I did those in. Otherwise, I would have done it like 1 through 5. But yeah, like that was 2 years ago that I had gone through AOL. I don't think, in general, there's really nothing I remember. Oh, I definitely remember the MCOC thing. But outside of that, yeah, there's nothing really in particular I remember too well about any of that. I had thought a couple times to go back in and do the first path, but I don't think so. Although it would be a completely... Well, no, it wouldn't be a... The only significant difference for the team would be that now I have... Torch, which I didn't when I did it. And actually everybody now would be 6 stars. Because when I did it, the only 6 star I had on the team was Aegon. I think I had... Oh no, when I used Proxima, she was a 6 star. I didn't use her for any fights, but I had her for the synergies with Aegon. But yeah, if I were to do that first path again, I think the only real change I would make would be to take out Void and bring in Torch. I think I would stick with Proxima rather than Heimdall. Maybe I would take Heimdall just... Yeah, the first time I did it, actually, I had Heimdall. But I didn't have maxed out Limber. So I didn't really see the big benefit of Heimdall. I think if I had Limber maxed out, I would have seen more benefit from Heimdall. And I think, well, an R3 Doom would do pretty decently against that Venom the Duck, but I might, if I were to do it again, I might go with Symbiote Supreme rather than Doom, specifically because of that Venom the Duck fight. Because Sim Supreme makes that a hell of a lot easier. But then again, I'm comparing that. Well, no, it was a 5-star Sim Supreme I used. And I used a 5-star Doom for it, so. Oh. Okay, well that one, the second one was definitely my fault, but that first one, I did not know why he did not get stunned. Oh crap, I wanted him rated as L2. Well, 1 or 2 hits, there we go. Come on, man. Yeah, this is the nonsense. Ooh, that almost happened there. This is the nonsense I don't care for when I go to parry. Or when I go to Dex and it looks like it's going to be a parry instead. I'm Groot, how you doing? How is your day coming along? Oof. So try to get the L1 for the... No, I have to do it now because I'm not going to be able to... I wanted to get her a little bit lower before I use that though. I need her to use her L2 now. Maybe a heavy one thrower. Okay, ooh, that's close. Damn, that's close. Oh. And I'm not going to get to my L1 time. Okay, no, we should be okay. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. What do you think? I have 2 options. Got Skill Nexus and try and get either some Shi or Moleman and use the generic on Hercules. Second option is going for Cosmic Nexus and using generic on Blade. You have 6-star blades? So if going for the cosmic, if the only thing you're looking for is Hercules, I wouldn't do that. You've already got the champion, you just need him awakened now. Getting him duped, that's going to be the extra 20 SIGs as opposed to just the one from the gem. But I would go, so if the skill is, it gives you the option of 2 new champions, that's the way I would go. Whereas if Cosmic is only giving you the opportunity at duping, I wouldn't do that. And then Blade doesn't need the dupe. It's going to be nice for sure, but well, and the thing is too, I would guess that you've already got a 5-star Blade that's going to be max SIG or very high. So as far as the regen for it, you're not going to be able to get him at a high SIG for quite a while. I mean, unless you're sitting on, you know, like 100 generics or something like that. So regen wise, you're not going to, it's going to take a fair bit of time until you really got the benefit. And yeah, like again, it's really nice. Oh, and then also for Blade, his prestige is not that impactful. So that wouldn't be a reason to rush him to be awakened. So yeah, I would go with the skill Nexus, Abyss Nexus Crystal, and using the generic on Hercules. Because the generic, yeah, Hercules, I mean, you do want him high SIG, especially if you're considering prestige. But if that's the only thing, so if there was another 1 or 2 champions you wanted for Cosmic, I would say go Cosmic. But if all you want is just the dupe on Hercules, yeah, it's the likelihood of getting him is pretty slim, considering Cosmic has so many terrible champions. So yeah, I'd go with the skill Nexus and using the generic on Hercules. Which that's what you were planning initially anyways, right? Was to use the generic on Hercules? Brian Perkins, how you doing? How was the grind? What did you end up at? Yeah, so like I always go a little bit higher. Like for the prediction, I go a little bit higher than I think they would actually than the final score. But also I would probably, like if I were going for Spidey 2099, I'd probably be looking to put up 26 to 28 maybe. But I think 24 million would get you around 450 to 490, somewhere in that area. So initially, yesterday I had it at 18, and then last night I was taking a look at the arena history, and there's only been, so let's see, there was Strife who was over 20. He was the first in the basic over 20. Then there was Odin who was like 25 or 26. And then Hercules who was 30. Spidey 2099 isn't going to go into the 30s. But I do see him going higher than what somebody normally would. So, yeah. Yeah, I think at least 20 for sure. But I would be going mid-20s. And, like, yeah, so if I were to set out to get Spidey 2099 as a 5-star, I would have mid-20s as the goal, and that's like how I determine how many rounds I would need to do. And then I would get there and do a little bit more. But yeah, under 20, I don't really think he'd go under 20. I'm Groot, not bad. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Gonna be a little bit slower getting the featured arena done because there was a gap in while I was running it yesterday. I had about an hour gap between when I started and when I finished it. Because normally I like to get it like start and just go straight through. But I figured, take a little bit of break, have something to eat. And then that meant last night when I was running for the second time, I was too tired to wait for all of them to be on cooldown. Like the hell did I go through and quit and sleep? All I have in my arena events is just crystal events. That's all I ever get. Do you know why? You should have at least summoner trials. But to see the basic and featured arena, you need to be at least uncollected. So if you're not uncollected, you wouldn't see the basic and the feature. John Plays, how you doing? But yeah, I'm pretty sure that pretty much, I don't think you need any specific progression title to do or to see the Summoner Trials, unless maybe like you're brand new. But I think, yeah, as long as you've been playing really any amount of time, like if you've got whatever the challenger, contender, you should be able to see the trials. Sitting at 9 million currently. So that's after a full day. Yeah, so you should be able to get mid-20s. Because basically duplicate today what you did between yesterday and this morning. That will get you to 18. And if you could do that, yeah, you could definitely. If you keep on the pace you're on, you could definitely get a score that you would need. All I see is crystal events. I am 212 presently. So yeah, your cure rating wouldn't matter. It's what your progression title would be that would matter. And let me just put in these help requests. And I can show you where you can find what your progression title is. Or what the high progression title is that you've achieved anyways. You're gonna grind for the next 2 days? Yeah. So when you were doing it, did you take notice of how many points you put up running all your 5 stars? Because the 5 stars are gonna be the most impactful for the basic grind. Because if you know how many points you put up with your 5 stars, you'll know exactly how many more runs you need to do to get whatever your goal is. Come on. Dang it. Well, maybe it's just gonna think for a little bit here. And this is the first 5-star that you're going for from Arena, right? So are you going for more for the challenge or because you want that specific champion? I think it's good every now and then. Like if you want to grind Arena, whether it be just for battle chips, crystals, and whatnot, or if you want to take a shot at getting a champion. I think it's good every now and then to do a champion grind to get an idea of what your roster is capable of. Parasite, how you doing? So group, yeah, so if you go into the story content, and then you'll get this on the top right hand corner, just click on the information icon, and that will show you what your furthest progression title is. So I think, so to see the basic and featured arena, you would need to be uncollected, but I don't know, like I thought Summoner Trials you would see right away, but maybe you might need to be contender or proven or something like that. And it doesn't specify here, does it? Yeah, it doesn't say here what they unlock as far as arena goes. Oh, I wonder if you need to be no. Yeah, maybe contender. You're uncollected? Okay, yeah. So if you're uncollected, you should absolutely see. You should see them all. So reboot, and if you're still only seeing this, then like relog to the game. But if all you're seeing is just the Catalyst Clash, then submit a ticket to Kabam. Because you should definitely, if you're uncollected, you should see all of this. You should definitely have access to all of that. And I wanted to see. I guess there's nothing I can do now because it's still okay. So we did get the final milestone for mutant combat. Yeah. Very good. First time setting a reasonable benchmark for what's possible. Yeah. And we're done AQ, right? Yeah, we're done AQ. My BG is done war. I think it's going to be a loss, though. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a loss. Ooh, oh well. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Alright. Well, let's carry it on. I get the notifications for new events, but never there. Yeah, so like I said, if you're uncollected, you see them all, relog your game. If you still don't see them, then submit a ticket to Command. And just say you're uncollected, but you don't see the arenas. Because if you're uncollected and you're not seeing them, there is probably something wrong. Let's get out of this. Okay. Oh, meant to close off Discord, but I left it open. Close out of that. Oh dear, I don't like any of these options. This should be, yeah, I guess I'll have to do that. Okay. Yeah, the only other thing as far as arena goes that I've known of is people who don't see the basic and featured arena, but it's usually if they're not uncollected. I mean, there was that more than a year ago now, I guess, where they made some changes and then just the arenas weren't showing up for anybody. But that was a bug or whatever anyways, so. That was for like everybody across the board. Yeah, normally in the basic arena for a 5-star, you're looking at mid-teens is usually going to be sufficient. There's definitely going to be the champions here and there, like Spidey 2099, Odin, Hercules. I wouldn't even add into the mix because that was definitely an exception. I don't think we'll see something like that for a long time, whether it be in the featured or the basic. So yeah, when you're considering the basic arena scores, it'd be better to look at like Odin, because Odin's kind of an exceptional with the pre-fights. I think some and Mr. Negative went high as the 6-star versions, and I think they went beyond 20 for the 5 stars. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, no, if we put the bleed, we'd be able to get through the degen and be okay, but. Well, let's not chance it. Okay. So I think I started at 17 million for this, so and we're gonna get a full run. So we should end up at around 26 million for the future. And then I'll probably do another 1.5 later this evening. Just to be consistent with my 27.5 for the top 5%. And then we just have one more run of the 5-star or the basic to get the 8 million. And that will be it for arenas other than the trials. Now, She-Ra Duke, when the opponent gains a bar of power, you put on a passive heal block, which, I mean, his healing didn't matter, but still not bad to be able to stop them from regenning. Kabam Zero, how you doing? I'm doing alright. How's your day coming along? It was cold for Calgary the last couple days, but it's windy right now. But I think the next few days are supposed to be pretty decent. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're gonna survive this. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Ooh, also. What time does your workday start, Zero? Just rainy over here? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's one thing about Vancouver, eh? If you get snow, how long is it usually there? Like, it's not there long, right? One thing I gotta say, I like with Calgary for the winters with the Chinook. So we'll get the cold, we'll get the snow, but you know there's gonna be a bit of a reprieve, and yeah, you'll get some warmer. No, I wouldn't say warm, but warmer temperatures. I was looking yesterday actually at where I used to live, and last night, and the temperature was negative 53, and I'm like, oh Lord. It's a big part of it, obviously, is how you dress for it. Because, like, okay, negative 53 is damn cold. Doesn't matter where you are. But in Calgary, like yesterday, I think it was negative 15 or 20, and I was out, and I was thinking it was really cold. Whereas if I'd still been where I used to live, negative 53, I'd be outside. It'd be cold, but I'd be like, yeah, you know, it's okay. But yeah, when I was out yesterday here, I was like, this is the end of the world. Well done, Canada versus El Salvador. Go. Did they win again? And our soccer team is kicking ass. Okay. Kicking ass and taking names. It's kind of interesting. I don't expect that we're gonna, like, if we make the World Cup, I don't expect that we'll do anything too crazy. But like a couple years ago, we won the championship for basketball, which, I mean, we've only got one team, so go us for sure. So if we do something substantial for soccer, like, you know, we're more than just hockey, apparently. But yeah. The hockey for the Olympics is going to be interesting, though, without the NHL players. Like, I don't think that the Canadian team will do too well. We'll do okay, but I think if the NHL players were there, I think we would have a much better shot at gold or silver. Most of the time, snow lasts only a couple of days. The last couple of years, the snow has lasted about a month. Okay. Last Avenger, that music is rocking today? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I was mixing it up a little bit a while ago where I had the music running through Nightbot, and you could request the songs from a specific playlist, which I could still have that. The only reason I don't now is that to do that I just had to have another app running on the computer. So I don't have that now, just that's basically the only reason. And it wasn't being used all that much. But I think from time to time I will run it that way. And I don't know So there's like some static in the music every couple seconds. And I don't know if that's how it's always been, or it's just because of the way I'm running the music right now. But when I was running it with the Nightbot app, I don't think the static was there. Do you get a fair bit of rain in the summer as well, Zero? Or is it more so like fall to spring? Like that's kind of your winter, it's just rain. And the summer, I would assume the summer would be kind of, well, probably more precipitation than Calgary, but... Man, I have a lot more rank 2 6-star champions than I should have, I think. But there's so many of them that are at rank 2 simply to use resources, not because I actually ever plan to use the champion. But I took them to rank 2 because I would have had an excess of resources, and I figured, hey, maybe I'll use the champion, and why not have them at rank 2, right? It still rains more than most of Canada in summer, but there's still a good sunny. Okay. I think Calgary is supposed to be like the sunniest city in Canada. Like, I think it's like 310 days of sunshine or something crazy. Which I prefer gloomy weather overall. I don't really care for like hot sunny days. Like a cooler, cloudy. I really like stormy weather, actually. And I've never been through any. Well, I've been through the longest blizzard in Canadian history. So where I used to live, I think that was 2005, maybe. It was basically a 7-day blizzard, and it wasn't terrible the whole 7 days. But the first 2 days were like really bad. You couldn't see like 10 feet in front of you. Then the third day, it was still bad, but you could see more. And then you had another 2 days of really bad. Vancouver Island would be perfect for you. You know, so I've been to Victoria once. I think I was there just 3 days, just over a weekend. And I've been to Ireland and Newfoundland. All places where you normally get a fair bit of precipitation, and that's kind of what I was looking forward to. But my entire time in each of those places was all nice and sunny. Which, I mean, it was fine, but yeah, I was expecting it to be kind of gloomy and, you know, a little bit rainy and stuff, but no, it was nice weather. I quite liked Victoria, though, like the downtown area with the Parliament building and stuff. Yeah, I liked it. Was quite scenic. Mohammed, how you doing? You're back. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, another thing that I wanted, so when I was in San Francisco, I wanted to see like the Golden Gate Bridge covered in fog, which, no, pretty much the whole time there it was nice and sunny and clear. So my parents live in the Caribbean, and like there's the hurricane season. I always thinking to go visit them during that kind of time. But I'm pretty sure if I were there during a bad hurricane, yeah, I probably wouldn't like it too much. Sigman, how you doing? How's it going? It's going okay. It's going all right. How about you? What are you up to? We can plan is cry all day and do homework. What kind of homework? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... Nothing in particular this weekend. Although it's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be a fair bit warmer, so maybe I'll get outside. Not much other than coursework. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't really do anything in particular the weekends, really. It's pretty much just the same as usual. Although, once I start working again, I'm pretty sure weekends will have some significance, because currently, not working, it's all a weekend, for the most part. And, I mean, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure after a week of working, I'm like, damn it, I need a vacation. May I ask how you set up such a big win streak? Not losing. Just not losing. No. So for the basic of the featured arena, I just start off with my lowest 5 stars. I get to the 3 times multiplier, and then from there I'll start using in the featured. Then I'll start using my highest ranked 6 stars and just work my way down. In the basic, I start with my well, not start, after the streak has started. I'll go with my highest ranked 5 stars and just work my way down. I wish I could grind like you. I got nothing else to do. No family, no pets. I don't have a plant, so I don't like going out. So there you go. If I had a pet rock, I don't feel like I would have the time to do arena. Relentless, how you doing? How's your Friday coming along so far? But yeah, I gotta say, like arena is kind of tedious, kind of boring, but like streaming and being able to keep up with the chat, it's great. And then if you, at least for me, watching TV, because you know a lot of shows you don't need to watch every second of what's going on. You just really need to hear what's going on. So yeah, you could be watching a TV show or listening to a TV show and doing arena. And actually now, if I'm not doing arena and I'm watching TV, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Spidey 2099 could be your girlfriend once you get him. Now, yeah, I'm not going for a champion. I don't think from arena. There might. No, I think the only champions that I would go for currently from arena would be Ghost in the featured and Hyperion in the basic. Outside of that, I really don't see any champions that I'd want to grind for. There'd be a couple that would be good to get duped, like actually Spidey 2099 as a 6-star would be good to get duped, but no, I just do not feel like doing that. And Medusa, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really ever use her as a 5-star. I don't know how much I would use her as a 6-star, but she would be much better duped. Not a necessity, but would be good for sure. So I might try to get her duped. I don't think she's going to go too high, so it wouldn't be too much work. And then maybe trying to get a dupe on 6-star Doom. That won't be for quite some time, though, from the basic. But yeah, for the most part, arena, I'm just going for battle chips, units, and shards. Basically, this game works in only one logic: don't get hit. That is the secret of everything, pretty much. Well, unless you're fighting Void. Because even if you don't get hit, Void can still kill you. Quake 2, I suppose, but yeah, other than fighting Void anyway, yeah, don't. With Void, you still don't want to get hit, but you want to make sure you're hitting him at least 10 times when you need to. No friends? Damn, I'm your friend now if you want to be. Well, thank you. No, so I've been here for 5 years, and I've socialized with one of my brother's friends. Outside of that, and there's people that I know here from when I went to school, but I don't know. I don't know if I would. No, I'm not antisocial, but I just have no desire to meet people or for social gatherings, really. Other than my don't forget magic. Good point. But with magic, you have to give her power, so you would need to be hitting her. But yeah, no, you could absolutely get killed from her without getting hit. Yeah. But I'm always writing suicides, and the amount of times in an arena, it's not too bad. But oh wait, there was an event quest a while ago. I think it must have been the Mutant Global, and I went in with Void was the final boss, and I went in with Namor, thinking, okay, so long as I'm hitting him, and I had suicides active. So long as I'm hitting him, it's gonna be fine. It was not fine. Oh man, it was so bad. But yeah, so I've been here about 5 years. I don't think I haven't met a single person that other than my brother's one friend. But before I got here, like, I was way too social for where I used to live. I wasn't too social, but like, I didn't like going out, but there was always stuff going on, so I always felt like I needed to. And then being in a place where you don't know anybody, it makes it a lot easier not to feel like you need to be out and about and socializing and stuff. You can prevent Void's debuffs. My whole life's been a lie. So on your 10th hit, it will remove one of the debuffs that he's applied. You might end up taking 1 or 2 ticks of damage, but if you get hit by him, it resets that counter. So if you're at like 9 or 8 hits, he hits you, you're back to hit 0 or hit 1, right? So then you've got to get back to 10 hits to remove the debuff. But if you've got suicides, it doesn't count. It's only for the debuffs that he applies to you. Fastest way to get 5-star shards, duping 4 stars. Arena is actually pretty good if you do arena. Outside of that, for the most part, duping. The monthly EQ, I don't know how many 5-star shards there are in the monthly EQ. Let's see. Nope, not that. Wait, yes, that. So cav difficulty 4,500, and then you've got some for each quest or chapter. Okay, so heroic and up will give you some 5-star shards. Heroic isn't too many, so more like master, not really. Uncollected is a pretty good chunk though. So yeah, monthly EQ, granted that's, once a month. Consistently though, arena is going to be your best bet, because if you're doing the top 5% in arenas, you're going to get a fair chunk, 5,000. So, and that's just from one set, right? So if you were to get the top 5% in the featured arenas twice, there's a 5-star character for you. And you get the same thing in the basic arena. So if you were to do the top 5% for both of those, every week, that'd be 2 5-star champions. But other than that, and duping champions, like, if you're, you could be opening every crystal as soon as you get it, whatever it is, 4-star, 3-star, whatever, and you just get more and more shards. And if you save them, then you can just open a bunch, and so on and so forth. But on a consistent basis, yeah, arena is probably your best bet. Also with arena, you're going to be getting the PHC shards or the GMC shards as well, which that will give you, sorry, That's just in the milestones, which will give you the opportunity to get Duke champions as well. And then also in Arena, if you're doing the milestones for the 4 stars, you're going to get your 4-star champion, so that adds to the rush, blah, blah, blah. But overall, like, Arena is, it's tedious, it's boring, but it is honestly one of the best ways to gain anything in the game. Putrid, how you doing? And you were the first in the stream. Well, the first comment. Look at you. Oh dear, I was falling behind here. Unless you're using the Aegon Heimdall synergy or the Thing synergy, then get hit to do more damage. We can auto-prevent voids, debuffs. Yeah, but I mean, that's with Moleman, that's just because he shrugs them off. I think Kingpin also has the opportunity to do that, right? Shrug off the passive debuffs. But in general, every champion, once you're getting that 10th hit, you'll remove one of them. Ghost, how you doing? Ghost is looking for somebody to run incursions with. So if anybody's looking to do incursions, there you go. Incursions will just give you 5 stars. I think from Sector 8, I don't know if it's just the monthly milestones, but you can get 6-star shards from there. And then you can also buy 6-star shards from incursion artifacts. Dr. Pep, how you doing? How's your Friday coming along? It's funny. So for the first little while when I started playing the game, like I didn't know anything about the game, and when I got into an alliance that was somewhat competitive, and there were people in the alliance doing arena, I'm like, what are they doing? Why are they wasting all their time in arena? Initially, when I started doing arena, all I was really doing consistently was the T4B and the T1A arenas, just because of the resources. And then when I stopped, I didn't stop spending in like completely, but when I stopped spending for the most part, I think I had already started arena, and then I started to really see the benefit from running it all the time. I follow you for a while now. Could you follow me back because a 12-year-old is catching up in followers? Well, if I'll look up your name after and give you a follow. What kind of stuff do you stream, Dr. Pep? Are you mainly doing MCOC or random stuff? Is Angela a good champion? Yeah, Angela's a really good champion. I think she's a really good champion regardless. But there aren't that many really good champions in the Cosmic class. I think she's really good. The only thing is that the other really good champions in the Cosmic class probably really outshine her, like Hercules, Corvus, CGR. But the thing, so Angela's good on her own, but she's so much better with Odin. With Odin's pre-fights and just the synergy that they have together. And she's actually really good for incursions if you've got Odin on the team. With Odin, every fight you win, her buffs become 5% more potent. So the more fights you do, the stronger she gets, or the stronger her buffs get. So the first couple fights, you don't really notice it, but after a few fights, you'll notice her regen is much more potent. Her hits are doing a lot more, but it does take a little bit of time. Another thing, if she's awakened and you have a proper SIG, she'll drop off debuffs really quickly. And it can basically come to the point where she's pretty much dot immune. Where you just wouldn't get inflicted with a bleed or a poison or incinerate or whatever the debuff might be. But yeah, as far as her damage, she's got pretty good damage too, in general. But with the Odin synergy, her damage does take a bit of time to ramp up, but it's pretty substantial once you get her going. So I don't know how long I had her, but I had her for a while before she got her buff. And prior to her getting her buff, I didn't really use her at all. Then she got her buff. I didn't have her duped, and then I went to get her duped from the arena specifically to use her with the Odin synergy in incursions. Got her to Sig 120-ish, I think. And I don't use her a ton. She can be quite good for the cosmic quest for EQ. Yeah, you know, if I didn't have, well, I have her at rank 3. But if I didn't have Hercules, I could see using Angela over CGR actually. But I would probably use Corvus more than Angela. And Hercules, I'm still not that familiar with him. I don't play him that much. But yeah, I would probably use him more than her. I don't use... Oh, this guy is going to finish me off, isn't he? Yep. Also counters auto block and can parry non-contact hits, yeah. No, I think like all of her exceptional awakened abilities do depend on... I think it's just the amount of buffs she has, right? And that's why the Odin synergy is so good for her, or the Odin pre-fights are so good for her. I'm thinking of taking her to R3, but don't have the Sig Stone, but I have Odin. So, let me take a look at it. But it's not like, with Odin, you don't need her to be at too high of a Sig. But she's gonna, because I think it's what, like, I don't know what it maxes out at. But it's that each buff she has reduces the time of dots by a percentage. Let's have a quick look. Can you play incursions with me? No. So for incursions, I have a partner that I do them on a regular basis with, and then for the most part, if I'm streaming, I wouldn't be doing incursions. Okay, so I have her at 105. For each buff on Angela, her opponent suffers the following: negative 25% nullified auto block ability accuracy, and negative 25% damage and debuff. Yeah. So then with Odin, you're going to start off with three buffs from Odin, and then Angela herself is going to start off with an armor break. So with Odin and the pre-fights applied, right away you're over 100%. So you're good to go because you got 4 debuffs or 4 buffs. So as is, without Odin, you would need to get to the 2 bars of power probably before you really start noticing the benefit of her Sig. But actually, let me get out of here and I'll show you one of the big reasons why I wanted her duped. Because yeah, there's something in particular. With Odin 660 will do it. Yeah, with it. Well, yeah. But you still, like... I mean, I guess because, like, if you're doing a regular quest with 5 members, then absolutely you have Odin on the team with her. The only time it would be iffy. Well, no, even in incursions you'd want Odin with her just because she's going to become stronger and stronger. So it'd really only be AQ and War where you might not want Odin in there. But I will show you in a second here the biggest reason why I wanted her awakened. If this will let me move, there we go. Yeah, and so when I took her to, when I went in the arena to get her awakened, and when I took her to rank 3, like there was really nothing in particular. It was mainly for incursions, just to have another option for incursions. And I've used her in EQ a couple times. I could definitely see using her there more. I kind of thought of having her for AQ for map 8, but I think because she'd need to be throwing her special so often, it wouldn't go too well, and I wouldn't be able to take Odin there. But here is the big reason why I wanted her duped and got her sig up. Okay, so let me do this first. So I'm always running suicide, so I'm always going to start off with a bleed and poison on me. And the poison is just going to be there always. Just the way it is. Okay, and so we're going to start off with the armor up. Get the other armor up. So you'll notice as we get buffs, the bleed is going to tick down quicker. Okay, so now we've got the bleed off us. We've got 4 buffs currently. So now let's get a bleed, and you'll see how quick. Dude, just do your L2. Come on, Any other time, you would have already done it by now. Okay. So you see how fast that bleed was removed? And that's because of having the buffs on us. So, be right back. I will probably be here. So, let's come in. Actually, let's first do this. So this really only matters if you're running suicides. It's still kind of nice anyways. So if we come in with Odin on the team, and we're going to apply his pre-fight. So we are going to start off the fight with 4 buffs, which basically we'll never end up with a bleed. We won't have the bleed that starts off, and the bleed applied by the opponent. It just won't register. So yeah, actually, we wouldn't even know if he would have bleed. But we still got the poison on it. So the poison is going to be there ticking down. It's going to reduce the amount of healing that we're going to receive when we get a regen. Okay, yeah, so we do see the notice there for the bleed, and it was never applied though. Okay. So if you have Nick Fury with DPX and you're running suicides, you'll remove a debuff and you'll heal up a bit. So, now remember with Odin, the bleed never registers. So basically we're going to start the fight as though we don't even have the bleed on us. Meaning, and normally with Nick and DPX, the first debuff that would be removed is going to be the bleed. But because the bleed isn't going to register, that doesn't need to be removed, so we're only left with the poison. So, with the Nick and DPX synergy, the poison gets removed, because the bleed was never there to remove. So it's really nice, because you're not going to have any debuffs on you, yeah, you'll take the recoil damage, but over time, as you take chip damage or recoil damage, you're going to end up with a regen. You're not going to heal back all of what you've lost from. And let's see if he's going to apply a bleed. Okay, so the stun is going to fall off quicker than it normally would. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. So he would have had a bleed, but again, it's not going to matter. So yeah, that was one of the big reasons why I wanted her duped, was specifically to be able to do that, running this specific team. Add Captain Marvel. I don't know if she would do too much. Because Captain Marvel with Cap IW would not be, well, you wouldn't really, that, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do that with the current team. Oh, yeah, except that's only going to be for the Furies, though. But if you could, if there was any way you could get this going, yeah, no, there'd really be no way to do this and still get all the benefit that you've got going. But if you were to do this, if you had Cap IW and then any of these three cosmics, all of your buffs, their duration would be increased. We wouldn't be able to get rid of the poison, which is fine. But yeah, all your buffs would last longer. I'll get her up to 660. I appreciate the knowledge as always. I need that auto block counter. But 660, that's with Odin though. Okay, let's get back to here. If you have suicides, you'll gain a regen buff pretty quickly, and armor at the start of the fight, plus you have about 5 star buffs, and 660 is just over. Yeah. Yeah, only damaging debuffs are reduced. Yeah. Okay. I know I see something as well with Thanos and Odin is on the team. Huh. So they probably have a synergy together. We'll take a look and see. And actually, so for what I was just doing, you could absolutely do something like that without making DPX. You would end up with the poison on you. If you do more fights, your regen is going to become more potent, and it will. Your healing would still be reduced because of the poison, but because the healing is going to be so strong, it's going to kind of make it irrelevant anyways. And you would out-heal what you'd be taking from the poison. But I recorded from a while ago doing a run in incursions, and I'm meaning to upload a video of that, just showing like the longer she goes, the stronger she gets. Because the only other champion, and there's no limit. The only other champion that would kind of come close to that idea would be Aegon. He does have a limit, but you'd have to go pretty far in incursions to get to 1,000 hits. Somebody like Hercules, there's a limit, but same idea. The more fights you do with him, the more charges you get, the stronger he gets, but there is a limit. With Angela, there would be no limit. Okay, so let me just see what Odin has with Thanos. Or maybe it's... Oh, all champions gain critical rate. Okay. Does Thanos have anything? No, probably not. Because Thanos would have been out long before. So Thanos, yeah, it's just the attack. But yeah, it's kind of cool though to have a character. You know, the more you fight with them, the stronger they get. I mean, that's with this synergy with Odin, but. So you could use her for like a biohazard node path with Odin, yeah, right off the get-go. If you don't have Odin, then you need to have a couple. You would end up taking some debuff damage until you got enough plus on it. You could also have Heimdall on the team and start off dash back, hold block, and then you end up with a Fury. So if you had Heimdall and Odin, you could, well, you wouldn't start off, but within a couple seconds, you'd have 5 debuffs. You'd have 5 debuffs before you have any power. I don't think I've ever really used her for Sector 8. I've used her a fair bit for Sector 7. I think she might, no, she wouldn't be my most common use for Sector 7. I've definitely used her for the 10 zones of Sector 7. That was a pretty simple question. Is Angela good? And maybe the explanation was a little bit longer than need be. But yeah, I think maybe the only cosmic that would be pretty much a guaranteed R3 before her would be Hercules. And then CGR and Corvus, depending. Like, I don't think that they would necessarily have to go to R3 before. Like, if you have them all and you have the resources, but you could only do one, I think the only one really that should absolutely go ahead of her would be Hercules. One, because he's a great champion to begin with, but then when you also take the prestige into account, that's going to have a big impact over time. Okay, we're almost done. Yeah, we're getting close to being done with this 6 stars, so we'll probably get to maybe about 25-ish, 25, 26. If I hadn't taken that hour break yesterday, I'd be done with the feature once this run were over. Wait, I did lose a 6-star, didn't I? I don't remember who it was. Oh, I think it was Arcus. Yeah, I think I lost Arcus. I don't remember who I was fighting against though. JJ, how you doing? I feel like the new variant of Captain America coming out is kind of an understatement. He's just Falcon with Cap's shield. Yeah, but that's the character. For the most part, right? And the colors are different. But I mean, from the TV show, right? Like that's really, I mean, still the same person. I think he still had the wings. But the abilities that he's got in game are going to be new. I didn't know that he was going to be tech, which I find that kind of interesting. Yeah, I was expecting both of the new characters to be skilled. Oh, he was just waiting for me. It's okay. But I think tech and science need some love, so it'll probably be a decent addition to the tech class, and then Quicksilver will be a decent. And I need to stop just running into them. Quicksilver will be a nice addition to the science class. I think Quicksilver might be the first, like after him or close to when he's added, we could see the science class starting to get some love maybe. The animations were awesome. Yeah, they look pretty good for both Captain America and Misty Knight. They look pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Oh, I could have finished her off. Yeah. But I got to the L2. I would have been able to get to my L2. Yeah, let's do. Fine. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm trying to figure out somebody I could use Mr. Sinister against. Ugh. Well, I mean, I can use him against anybody, but to transfer the debuffs, I want both the bleed and the poison to be transferred. Man, he's a champion I would love if he could hit just a little bit hard. You know, that's a guy there, Venom Pool, that I did try a little bit after his buff, but what I was looking for, Venom did it. So yeah, I never spent much time with Venom Pool. Because I was looking for somebody to counter Spider-Verse champions, and Venom does it as soon as the fight starts, whereas Venom Pool takes a bit of time for him to be able to counter the evades. I'm glad I have a 5-star Awakening Gem if I ever nab at Sam Wilson. Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about either champions other than just that little video of their specials or their moves, their abilities. So I don't know how critical the Awakening for him would be. But any new 5 or 6-star, I'm always going to be happy about. Although, honestly, with the 6 stars, I'm starting to feel like I've got maybe too many because running them in the arenas is taking longer than it used to. Because it wasn't that long ago where to run all the 6 stars was only about an hour and a half, but now it's getting closer to just over 2 hours. That's why he didn't give you the opportunity to do an SP1. No, he didn't. He did not. Which, yeah. Would have probably been the same if I had used Mr. Sinister against the Red Hulk too. I just like to, if I'm using him, I just want to make sure that I'm fighting against somebody when I get to the L1, that both the bleed and poison are going to go over. So yeah, I usually try not to use them against a poison immune or a bleed immune champ. And definitely not against robots. Because for the most part, like, once you transfer it over, and you've got the 3 buffs, the bleed, the poison, and the degen, between whatever damage you've done to get to your L1, the damage of the actual L1, and then the dot damage, the fight's over. Like, after that, you probably don't need to hit them again. And if you can get a parry in and just hold on to your heavy, yeah, they are done. Billy, after that trade-in store, though, I don't know if I would ever use a 5-star Awakening Gem again. Because I would assume that if we see a trade-in store like that again, the ratios would be similar, like where you need 5 of a class to trade in for the generic, and then the generic just trade in for a 6-star Awakening Gem. And 5-star Awakening Gems, there's no limit to how many you can have. Which is kind of funny because every other rarity of Awakening Gem, there is a limit, even 6 stars. I was kind of thinking that we would see info for 7. Well, wait, we should have the patch notes today. Or did those already drop? I know we got the info about the side quest. Did we? Yeah, I guess about the EQ. Uh-oh. Less talking, more hitting. Okay. There we go. That was getting a bit scary. A little bit scary. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything in regards to the patch. No. Okay. I feel the exact same about Awakening Gems, unless in the case of champ release like Kitty and Hercules, where Awakening absolutely matters. And I'm taking them to R5 because I don't have the 6-star. Yeah. Even then. Well, I was kind of thinking if I didn't get Kitty from this current featured, I was thinking that I would possibly, I would probably wait for a gem from a variant and take her to rank 5. I don't know. Yeah, I probably would have used. I would probably use a class gem on either of them. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't have used a generic because basically a generic, at least again, if that trade-in ratio is consistent, basically a generic gem is a generic 5-star gem is a fifth of a 6-star, right? So if you have 5 of those, you can trade it in for a 6-star Awakening gem. Although there's not that many. I think actually the only 6-star that I have that I really want to awaken is only Ghost. Outside of that, I don't know if there's anybody else. There's others that I would like, but I think she's the only one that I think would really matter. That would actually make a change, like a real difference to the champion. CGR would be nice, but I don't think that would make that big of a difference. Gillian Warlock, same thing. I don't think there's any skilled champion I have that... Oh, Kingpin. But he's not somebody I use a ton. Professor X I wouldn't use too much. Oh, IHawk would be nice, and Spidey 2099. So I guess, yeah, Science. 6-star Awakening Gem would be... could come in handy. PP, how you doing? Oh boy. Been working. I'm back for a few minutes, but we'll be pulled away in a few minutes. A Zoom meeting. Alright. Well, I'm just going to be here coughing randomly. Oh. Oh! Looked up for a second, dashed in, and well, getting hit in the face. Although that's just nothing new. You're back? Well, welcome back, John. Welcome back indeed. You know, Anti-Venom looks cool, but I don't know anything about him. Like I don't even think I'll take him to rank 2. Well, maybe if I look at his abilities or see, you know, that he's useful for something in particular. But as is currently, yeah, I don't have any intention of doing anything with him. But he does, yeah, he does look cool. Ball cap. Okay. stuck for... That happens. Yeah, it's usually around this time or a little bit earlier, where the playback either just gets laggy, or you sound good, or just yeah, kind of pauses for a second. But I'm assuming the sound is fine. Yeah, usually it's just the video that's the issue. Let me have a look. Music is a bit choppy, yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so the playback is a bit delayed there. But yeah, this is the usual time for that. Oh, you know what? I want to try that actually. Back with the webcam, because I want to see when that happens with the gameplay, if the cam does the same thing, or if it's just the input from the phone. Oh, when I'm done, I want to see what you guys would suggest, because I think I need to R3 somebody. I've got 2 T5B in overflow, and I may as well do it now while we've got a level up going. I really don't know who I'm going to do, though. I think it's going to be Mole Man, because it's the only class of T5CC that I have where I've got 2. I don't need 2, and I've got a champion that I might not use a ton, but I could see being good at rank 3. I've got 2 Mystic T5CC. There's really nobody for Mystic that everybody for Mystic that I would want at rank 3 is at rank 3. Yeah, I can't see. Mutant, no, there's nobody. Mutant, I want to hold on to the T5CC for when I get the generic resources to be able to take Apocalypse to rank 4. Tech, nope, nobody. Science, no one. Yeah, I think as I'm going, it's basically gonna be Mole Man. But yeah, when I'm done running the arena, we'll go through and see what you guys suggest. Cosmic. I don't even think, as far as Cosmic goes, I don't think there's anybody I could pull that I would want to take to rank 3. So if I were to get Brie Larson, I would take her to rank 2, but I don't think I wouldn't take her any further than that. Odin just took Hulkbuster to rank 3. That's not a bad one at all, actually. Yeah, I've had him at rank 2 for quite some time. I don't play him a ton, but he's fun. If Dormammu, if his damage were a little bit better, because you can get decent damage out of him with synergies. But if outside of his heavy damage, if his damage were a bit better, I could see taking him to rank 3, because I quite like him. I like what he brings to the table. He's just going to be a little bit slow to get through things. The Hulkbuster would be a good R3 option for tech. Actually, I've got Ghost, Warlock, Ultron at rank 3. Is that it? Yeah, I think it's just those 3. I pulled both Tech T5s from the deal. Need to use 2 or the game is going to keep giving me more. Yeah. Wow, really? Both were Tech? Like... So I opened a feature crystal 2 or 3 days ago. That wiped out all of my 6-star shards. And I'm at 10,000 6-star shards. I don't know where they came from. And so I wiped out what I had. I explored Cav difficulty. So I got the 6-star shards from there. Did incursions yesterday. That would have only been like 15, not even 1,500, maybe 1,000. Then Arena, which would have been 1,300. Wait, that would be, I'd be at about, yeah, even then I'm only at 6,000 or 7,000. I don't know where the other 3,000 came from. Because I was looking at, I think there was something I got that had shards. And I just happened to click on the 6-star shards and it showed me at 10,000. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I just like to know where the extra ones came from. Oh, you know another one I could see maybe taking to rank 3? Possibly Spidey 2099. The biggest thing against him, though, going to rank 3 would be running suicides. I think I'm also taking Ghost on Duped. My other option is Duped Starkey. I prefer Ghost Awaken. Though, yeah, but for Ghost, the Awakening is just the speed at which he's getting through things, right? Damage-wise, so I guess in a sense, damage-wise, it would increase your damage. Not the per hit damage, just if it's a fight where you're only going to get one L2 off, then no, it will have no impact on her damage. But if it's a fight where you can get multiple specials off, depending on how quickly you gain power, then yes, it would have an impact on her damage. But I really feel that with the story quest Legends runs being removed, I feel that she's still a great champion, still going to be really good for stuff, but I think that the big thing for her is kind of no longer there, like being the real go-to for the story quest Legends runs. I took my 6-star to rank 3 on dupes. I do want her duped, but I would use a class gem on her. I'm not going to use the generic I have though. If the story Legends runs were back and I were planning to go for it, yes, I would absolutely use the generic Awakening gem. But with that not being in the cards, then no, I'm not going to use a generic Awakening on her. I don't use her a lot as is. I don't know if she were Awakened. I don't think if she were Awakened it would really have much impact if I were using her though. But just pulled him today. Spidey 29 5-star though. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 6 stars. I haven't really done anything with 5 stars for quite some time. I think maybe the last 5-star I maxed out might have been Kamala Khan, just for the Super Punch Out challenge. I'll take 5 stars to rank 5 with gems, but I don't think there's any that I would do with resources. Hercules and Kitty at one point maybe, but now having them both as 6 stars, yeah, wouldn't do that. Nimrod, no. Oh no, I might take some Shi to rank 5. Because if I'm going to do a basic grind for a champion, and if I felt I needed to be doing refreshing, I would want him. And he'd be fine at rank 4 for it probably, but it will be the fights will be a little bit quicker. You'll get a few more points at the rank 5, so yeah. But that won't be a thing until end of March anyway, so maybe I'll have variant 8 done by then. And we can see if we got a gem. Yeah. I like Spidey 29. Mine isn't Duke though. Yeah, I don't know how critical his awakening is. And he's not a champion I've used a ton. I've used him for one fight in 7-3, and I used him this month for CavEQ, the Science Quest. And he did quite well for that. Actually, I don't know who I would use a science gem on. I don't know if I would use it on iHawk or Spidey 2099. Neither of them, maybe iHawk, because he's going to be, he'll last long. And yeah, he'd be far better for suicide. Yeah, I have no idea of which of those two needs it more. I plan on taking 5-star Kid 8 to rank 5 right before my next 6-star feature pull. Almost guaranteed one the 6-star. Yep. Yep. I think she'd be an okay champion to have as a max 5-star and an R3 6-star. I think both her and Hercules would be fine for that. Uh-oh. I didn't want to get to my L3. Should have thrown my L2. Actually, with the skip special button, it doesn't take that long anymore. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do if I get Hyperion as a 6-star, because then that's it. I'm the only other 6-star I'd really care to see would be a dupe on Ghost. Outside of that, there's not too many there's no 6-stars that would really entice me to open 6-star crystals. So I might just be, if I were to get Hyperion, I might just be saving 6-star shards for quite some time. If there's any new champions coming out that are looking, really, really good, then okay, but for champions that are currently available, I really don't think there's anybody that I'm too enthused about. Tune in soon for more. Oh, okay, right, that's weird. Oh, we got server maintenance. I'm assuming that is Tuesday. Okay. Okay. Up to 3 hours. Okay. Wow, this one is a loss. Yeah. Oh. As long as they got all the bosses. Because if it's just 2 nodes up, yeah, that wouldn't offset the... But if they don't have a boss, no. So it's just 2 nodes up there. Oh, I wonder if that's just not accurate. Oh. That's weird. Huh. Wait, is that us or is that them? Oh, I think that's us that are missing 2. No. I watched your new crystal opening vid. Which one was... That was the Nexus crystals, right? I think. Wait, is that us that doesn't have 2 down? Oh, that's us. Okay. well. Oh, we got all 3 bosses though, so. Yeah, so there was one Captain America commercial voice, so you picked the right, okay. Yeah, that was the Nexus. Yeah. And I think most people would have probably gone the dupe on Starkey. I don't remember who the third option was, but it was Mango, dupe on Starkey. I think the other one was a dupe too. Yeah, it was 2 dupes, and Mangog was the only new champion. Yeah. So I would have taken Starkey normally, but he's somebody I'm not going to take to rank 2. I'm not going to use him. And then with suicides, yeah, that would be the big reason why I wouldn't. Void dupe. Okay, was that the other option? Okay, yeah. So Void, that would have been the other reason, because I have a maxed out 5-star. I don't really see. He's still a good champion, but I think he's kind of been overshadowed. And then again, he is somebody you don't have to be using specials. But the fight's going to go a hell of a lot quicker if you're at least using his L1. And then again, taking that recoil all the time. So yeah, even like I never used the 5-star. And Mangog wasn't somebody I thought I would be using. It's just that it was somebody new. So it's an extra 60,000 points in Arena. Yeah, that's basically what that came down to. But yeah, that one, it took me a bit of time to figure out what I was going to do. I was definitely sitting there for a good minute or so, being like, oh, damn. What to do. And then I realized the biggest use out of any of those would be Arena, and that would be the new champion, so. I've had a few 6-star Nexus choices that have really stumped me for a bit to decide on what I was going to do with it. When I got Diablo duped, that was from a Nexus, and that was just after his buff info had come out, so I had to go and look up what his dupe did because I had no clue. And it was a good thing if I did. Because, yeah, that dupe is really impactful for him. Well, if you're running suicides, it's really impactful. And I think I took the new champion because I was at even Arena teams. No. Yeah, I think that had something to play with it too, though. I might have been like 1 away from even. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I was 1 away from even Arena teams. So I was like, great, I'm back to even Arena teams. And then the next Nexus was a new champion again. So I'm like, damn it. But that was actually pretty good. I think that opening was all, let me see. I think that opening was 4 6-star Nexus, right? And all 4 were new champions, which I was quite happy about. One of the things when I do a video and then schedule it to publish later on, I'll see that the video went public, but I don't remember what the video was. Okay, yeah, so that's where I got Medusa. Yeah, Medusa, Sentinel, Mangog, and I don't remember who the other one would have been. The funny part is Mangog over Void too. Oh yeah, Killmonger was the other one. So that one with the Killmonger, I was really thinking about Mephisto Awakening, but again, it was the Arena Team stuff. I mean, I don't use Void, so why would I get the Duke for him? And I have the 5-star maxed out. Yeah, okay, so it was Starkey, Void, and Mangog. Yeah. If this were like, if Void were relatively new, and the thing is too, I've got Cap IW maxed out at R3, right? So he's gonna kind of do what Void does, not as well. So yeah, no, the Void dupe definitely wasn't. Yeah, it would have been Starkey if anything. Because at least with Starkey, you're going to go to your L2. With Void, you want to be using your L1. But hey, Mangog has definitely got me points in Arena. Whereas either the other two dupes, that would not have had an impact there. Toughest mixes for me was Professor X, Doom Awakening, and Red Magneto. Oh, what did you do? Who'd you go with? I'd like a 6-star Red Mags on it. I don't know if I'd take him to rank 3. Definitely rank 2. So in that case, man, no, I'd probably go Professor X there just because of the new champion, but the Doom Awakening, if Prestige were a consideration, then yeah, obviously that's what I would go with, but take that out of it, I think it would be Professor X. New champion, good champion, even though I don't see using him a ton. At the time, I still needed Prestige, so I went with Doom. Really wanted Professor X too, though. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, if you're after Prestige, how could you say, you can't say no. You're gonna awaken for Doom, right? Because the top 5, it's really only him and Hercules who are going to contribute to your Prestige. And are just damn good champions, right? That was so tough, but you went for right choice. I don't know. So, I think the Awakening on Magneto would be the only thing. I think the thing there would have been the Awakening on Doom or Professor X would have been the real decisions. Okay, so we got what? One more fight? Oh, no, look at that. We are done, and I've got 1.2 million more to go. Okay. So I'll get that done later this evening. We'll run the 5 stars while watching the 100. Alright. Do you have any idea how much revives it took for Loki's challenge 546? Way too many. But that one, there was a specific reason why. Let me see here. 546. Oh wait, this is the locked map, isn't it? So I'm not going to be able to show. Yeah, okay, crap. So anyway, so I went up top initially, And I think it's, so if you go up top, the opponent continually gets a regen. And if you work it out, so the first fight is a green goblin. And I couldn't get past him. And I just kept going back and back and back. And I had a ton of resources at the time, and I went through them all. Couldn't get past that green goblin. So then I said, screw it. I decided to go the bottom path with I think it's the rage one, and it was so much easier. So once I think the rage one, it may have taken 3 revives in total. And it was like, it took 30 minutes. Whereas I spent about an hour and a half trying to get by the green goblin. But yeah, once I gave up on trying to go past green goblin, and so that was part of the problem too. I figured once I got by green goblin, the rest of the path was going to be so easy. So that's why I just kept trying it, and I just couldn't get it. And yeah, went the rage path. I was done in about 45 minutes. Maybe 3 revives. I think I used 1 on Ultron. Might have used 2 on the path, and it was done. So, but again, though, I think the regen one is overall the easier path. I couldn't get past the green goblin. I think if I had, it would have been so much easier, and probably no resources. But yeah, once you're on the rage path, that's. I think I may have gotten really lucky with Venom though, because he was throwing his L1s all the time. So if he was holding on to his L2, that might have made things a little bit more difficult. But because of how frequently he was throwing his L1s, that fight was completely irrelevant, really. Ooh. Oh, wait, we just had him in combat. Dang it. Oh, special one bit. I'm at the rage path already, and I just crossed the 3rd fight. Kingpin 4 revives used till now. Okay. How many fights in total? Because if you don't have that many more, that's not bad. But I don't remember the fights. Kingpin, I think Kingpin as well was throwing his L1s like crazy for me. That might be why that was quite easy. Was the Venom and yeah, I think they were all throwing their specials. Luke Cage is the first fight, right? I think it was the same thing with him too. I did the same, went Green Goblin first and switched it up, was trying to follow the seat. Yes. So I looked at, because there actually weren't, well, Seat did the regen and there was another video, and they both made it look so straightforward. And so that was part of it for me. I'm like, wait, this is easy. Why am I struggling so much? So then I just kept going, right? I should have used like 3 or 4 revives on Green Goblin and gave up. It's because of that, I ended up taking a little bit longer to get the other Karina challenges done, because the idea there was I was going to do that one like on a Saturday, and then the next one I was going to do on the Sunday. But because of the Green Goblin, I used all of my resources on him, and yeah, so then it made me. I ended up taking a little bit longer to get through the rest of them. But the first fight, Electro took 4 revives. I'm not dropping suicides, by the way. I did with suicides. You're good. I think I may have done it with suicides too, which might have been. Yeah, I think I did, and I think that might be why I was trying so hard for the Green Goblin, because I figured that would have been the way to go with the regen with suicides. But because of how frequently on the rage path they were throwing their L1s, I definitely used my L1 a fair bit for Venom to steal his buffs. But outside, and I had some health pots. So yeah, Hulk is okay. Hulk and Groot, Kingpin, and the 4th is Venom. Okay, yeah, no, the rage path shouldn't be too bad. Anyways, that is it for me. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.